Hey hack friends, welcome back to my videos again, and today I'm going to be doing something a bit different. I'm going to be reading you some stories that I found at home. So I was thinking of what I was going to do for this video, and then I saw some books at home that I really enjoyed reading when I was little. So I thought I'd share them with you because they're quite old. I'm going to do Show and Tell by Robert Munsch. I don't know if you've heard of him, but he was one of my favorite authors as a kid. When I was in elementary school around your age, I read them a lot. So yeah, I'm gonna be reading this. This book is from the 80s, so I don't know if you've ever really heard of it, but it's called Show and Tell. It's one of his older books. So yeah, let's get started. So Robert Munsch's books are a lot of them are about kids and just the crazy adventures they go on. So we got Show and Tell here, so I gotta get into my reader's voice, which isn't that great, but yeah. Show and Tell by Robert Munsch. Benjamin wanted to take something really neat to school for show and tell, so he decided to take his new baby sister. He went upstairs, picked her up, put her into his knapsack, and walked off to school. So that's right there. There's his baby sister. You think this is a good idea? I don't think it is. All right. But when Ben sat down, his baby sister finally woke up. She was not happy inside the knapsack and started to cry. Wah, 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 wah. The teacher looked at him and said, Benjamin, stop making that noise. Ben said, that's not me. It's my baby sister. She's in my knapsack. I brought her for show and tell. Yikes, said the teacher. You can't keep a baby in a knapsack. She grabbed Ben's knapsack and opened it up. The baby looked at the teacher and said, wah, 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 wah. That looks really terrible. Don't worry, said the teacher. I know how to take care of babies. She picked it up and rocked it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Unfortunately, the teacher is not the baby's mother, and she didn't rock quite right. The baby cried even louder. Wah, 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 wah. Oh, here comes trouble. The principal came running in. He looked at the teacher and said, stop making that noise. The teacher said, it's not me. It's Sharon, Ben's new baby sister. He brought her for show and tell. She won't shut up. That's not a very nice thing to say, though. The principal said, don't worry. I know how to make kids be quiet. He picked up the baby and yelled, hey, you, be quiet. The baby did not like that at all. It screamed really loud. Wah, 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 wah. The principal said, what's the matter with this baby? It must be sick. I'll call a doctor. Oh, I remember this part. The doctor came with a big black bag. She looked in the baby's eyes, and she looked in the baby's ears, and she looked in the baby's mouth. She said, don't worry, I know what to do. This baby needs a needle. So the doctor opened her bag, got out a short needle, and said, nah, too small. The doctor reached into her bag, got out a longer needle, and said, nah, too small. The doctor reached into her bag and got out a really, really long needle and said, nah, too small. The doctor reached into her bag, got out an enormous needle and said, just right. When the baby saw the enormous needle, it yelled as loud as it could, wah, 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 wah. So what do we have here? We have the doctor's tool bag, and is that what you think a doctor would normally carry in her toolbox? I see a hammer, that giant needle, a comb, and tons of medicine. Yeah, and a saw. Wow, that's crazy. And that baby does not look pleased, and neither do either of all the children. I wouldn't either. And oh, here's her mother. She looks really worried. Ben said, what's the matter with this school? Nobody knows what to do with a baby. He ran down the principal's office and called his mother on the phone. He said, help, help, help. You have to come to school right away. The mother said, Ben, your little sister's lost. I can't come to school. I'll have to find her. She's not lost, said Ben. I took her to school in my knapsack. Oh no, yelled the mother. She ran down the street and into the school. The principal and the teacher and the doctor were standing around the baby, and the baby was yelling as loud as possible. Wah, 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 wah. The mother picked up the baby and rocked it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. The baby said, and went to sleep. Wow, all you need is a mother's touch. And she is quiet now. Oh, thank you, said the principal. That baby was making so much noise, it was just making me feel sick. Sick? Said the doctor. Sick? Did that man say he was sick? He must need a needle. So the doctor opened her bag and got out a short needle and said, nah, too small. The doctor reached into her bag and got out a longer needle and said, nah, too small. The doctor reached into her bag and got out a really long needle and said, nah, too small. The doctor reached into her bag, got out an enormous needle and said, ah, just right. The principal looked at the enormous needle and he said, where, and ran out the door. So would you guys let a doctor give you that big of a needle? I surely wouldn't. I'd run out. And I don't know what that green liquid is. That looks really questionable. Now, said the mother, it's time to take this baby home. Right, said Ben. You can use my knapsack. What a good idea, said the mother. Looks like Ben's punishment is getting carried in the knapsack for stealing his baby, taking her to school. Ben and his mother put the baby into bed. She went to sleep and didn't cry, not even once. Ben went back to school carrying some strange things for show and tell, and he wasn't out of place at all. What does he have here? Wow, he has a curtain, he has a snake, he has a teapot, looks like that's some kind of antenna, and bagpipes. That is crazy. So let me know, let me know if you guys have ever brought anything crazy for show and tell. I brought my mom's car keys one time when I was little, and she wasn't happy about that. So yeah, looks like that's all the other characters from Robert Munsch's stories. And he brought all of them to the school, and the teacher looks really shocked. And that is the end of the book. And so, yeah, let me know if you've ever read any of his other books, and I'll be doing another one of his books in my next video. So that is Show and Tell, and I hope you enjoyed the book. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week. The knapsack and started to cry. Where? The teacher looked at him and said, Benjamin, stop making that noise. Ben said, that's not me, it's my baby sister. She's in my knapsack. It brought her for show and tell. I brought her for show and tell. Yikes, said the teacher.
I'm sorry. I can't read. I'm so sorry. I tried to hold that in. I'm sorry.